Quest complete. Return to the quest giver. All objectives, campaign. Warming up. Warm up by fighting a combat dummy. One out of one destroy combat dummy. Description: we are nearing the island where the Horde's last expedition was lost. You need to be prepared for what's there. Warm up on those combat dummies. Okay.
We won't rest until the expedition has been found.
Good. You kept training since we set sail. I need to speak with the crew about this storm. Spar with Trog. He will assess your skills and decide on your role once we make landfall.
For the Horde! Throg will spar with you for now. I must speak to the crew about the rain.
You gain experience. You level up, and this bar is filled. Okay. Mm-hmm. 220 to 196%. Okay.
I'm here to help.
Loktar, nothing quite like a good fight in the rain. We'll spar together and take the measure of your strength. Best objective, spar with Gruntrog.
Stand strong, stand proud. I'll take my position. Strike first and strike hard. Never run from your foe. Victory or death. Always face your enemy. I concede. Your strength will see our mission through.
Soul Shard, used to fill your most powerful warlock spells.
The Horde leaves no one behind.
Stand your ground. You show promise, warlock. Perhaps you too will find glory on the island.
For the Horde! We will save the expedition.
Well fought, Metal. You bring strength and honor to the Horde. Now we just wait. Do you hear that? Quest objective, find Warlord Brekka.
Go with honor. Warlord! This storm will soon overwhelm us!
Soldiers, brace yourselves! Stay focused on our mission.
Brace for impact. This ship won't make it to the island in one piece. Hold on to something and pray that the elements will spare us from grim death at sea. Okay, weather is bad. Definitely.
Don't let your guard... Recruit! You survived. We need to regroup at once.
Open your spellbook and find corruption, okay? corruption corrupts the target, causing 3 shadow damage and additional 22 shadow damage over 14 seconds. If you need help at any time, use chat to ask a question. Okay, cool. Let's see, can we make even higher graphics than this? This resolution. Anti-aliasing, okay, we want some. Okay. Mhm. Okay.
We won't rest until the expedition has been found.
Murloc money at the shore is littered with shipwreck. This must be where the lost expedition crashed. We cannot begin our search until our soldiers are healed. There is no honor in leaving the fallen behind. Our medical supplies were stolen by Murlocs. Okay. Slay the pests and recover our first aid kits. Recover 6 first aid kits from Murlocs. Okay.
Recover our supplies, but don't fight too many Murlocs at once. They're dangerous in packs.
Find nearby objectives by looking at your minimap. First aid kit, there is some water damage, but the supplies in this kit are better than nothing. Okay. We'll use corruption and then shadow ball. Okay, I found some armor. Oops. Bag. Okay, stitched cloth shoes. I need those. are carrying out first aid kits, lay them and bring all those kits to me.
Stay sharp! Danger surrounds us!
Excellent work. Let's get the survivors back on their feet. Okay.
Don't let your guard down!
We must treat our wounded before we can begin searching for the missing expedition. Take this first aid kit and tend to the survivors. The horde leaves no one behind. Quest objectives: use a first aid kit on Boo. Okay.
For the horde!
Okay.
The horde leaves no one behind.
Okay.
Stay focused.
She's doing something. Nice. Open your spellbook and find summon imp. We will do that. Exactly that. Okay, summon imp. Let's summon imp.
My thanks. We'll find the expedition yet.
Mark my words, that storm was unnatural.
Quite the storm. Probably hit the first boat, too. We won't rest until the expedition has been found.
We are back on our feet. Now let's move. The lost expedition is somewhere on this island.
Don't let your guard down.
I saw a fire to the north of us. We are going to see if it was started by someone from the expedition. You're the newest of our recruits, so you're staying with me. Come, we move north. Search the nearby camp for expedition survivors. Okay.
Stay sharp. Danger surrounds us. You three, search for more survivors. Recruit, you and I will push forward.
Okay. Get toward your quest objective. Okay, we are going there. It says 180 yards. Nice island.
So hungry.
Lanza!
So hungry, they took everyone else. I be the last one. Okay.
The horde leaves no one behind.
This is one shaman who was with the expedition. She is dying of starvation, a death unfit for the hordes. Slay some of the nearby wildlife for their meat and cook it over here, or over the fire. Once can tell us what happened to the missing expedition after she eats. Okay, get 5 raw meat from wildlife around the abandoned camp, then cook it on the campfire.
Don't let your guard.
Shua just said you'd be coming.
You'll be coming.
She's my daughter. Nothing could keep me from her. And as a soldier of the Horde, she knows we leave no one behind.
We leave no one behind. Okay. Okay. Increase backpack size. And, okay. Okay, I see. Okay. What is this? Porcupine. Raw meat, raw blooded meat, not edible. Don't even try. Okay. Coastal albatross, let's get him. Okay, this was cool. Hardens your skin, reducing all damage you take by 25 and granting immunity to interrupt. Silence and pullback effects for 8 seconds. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, now we need to cook this.
We got ambushed by the Quillmore.
Eat first. I won't let you starve to death.
See, this meat rate the benefits from the cheapest seasoning of all hunger. Huh. Okay, please, I've been eating food. Once I quickly eats the meat that you cooked. Look, I'm not gonna be knocking on somebody's door after all. Yeah, best hurry, the Quillboard took Shuja and the rest of the expedition.
We got to get the others back.
Stay focused on our mission.
Once I said the Quillboard have kidnapped the missing expedition, including my daughter. The Quillboard will kill you if you're not prepared. They're much smarter and deadlier than Murlocs. Okay. I won't see you die by their hands. We are going to spare one last time. When we are done, you will cleave a path straight through the Quillboard.
For the Horde! Recruit! Quillboard pose a far greater threat than Murlocs. You must be ready to face them in battle.
Okay.
Your next lesson begins now!
Okay, she pushed me.
We won't rest until the expedition has been found.
Press 2 to refresh corruption on your opponent.
Corruption will damage your opponent over time. Corruption is wearing off. Cast it again. Good. Let's go again. I have to know you're ready to face the Quillbore. Corruption is again. A warlock can do devastating damage with proper use of corruption. You use corruption too soon. You'll do more damage if you use it when it is almost expired. Corruption is wearing off. Cast it again. Enough.
Have a target.
You're ready to fight the Quillbore. Now we rescue our brethren.
Okay. I guess I need to follow. Yes.
The Horde leaves no one behind.
Ready to slaughter the Quillbore. Let's speak to Wansa and see what she knows.
Stay sharp. Danger surrounds us.
Very bad mojo on this island.
The Quillbore kidnapped the rest of the expedition, took them north. They said they gonna use the expedition for some sort of sacrifice. Head north as fast as you can to stop them. Scout, Northern fight Mitran Dawntracker.
The survivors be counting on.
We'll head north to see what the others have found. Wansa, rest, and regain your strength before joining us.
I'll be seeing you soon then. Your daughter be right to count on you.
The Horde never abandoned its soldiers. I will not abandon her.
Okay, so we follow the road. What is this? Abandoned treasure chest. Let's pick up that. Okay, that's it. Very cool. Very cool. Up. Let's see what the hell? Backpack. Character. Warlock sash. Armor 1. Stitch cloth. Armor 1. Not too much better. Okay.
Ah, good, you're here. The Quillbore are conducting some foul ritual.
What the hell are you?
Mitron Dawntracker, at your service.
Northbound. Okay, Mitra Dawntracker. I have good news and most unfortunate news.
Remember the day you met me.
Insult. Okay, let's see.
Keep yourself
this
safe.
there. I'm getting tons of spells already.
The Eternal Sun guides us.
It's something that we have to deal with this Quillbore. They'll soon face the full might of the Horde. Down with the Quillbore.
Shirelaran.
I have discovered that the Quillbor are performing a necromantic ritual on a survivor from the missing expedition. The ritual is being performed by the tribe's leader, Geolord Greog. Slay Greorog and save the survivor. Show this brute that this horde is not the bit triple lit.
Keep yourself safe.
Okay, forbidding Quillbor necromancy. Quillbor are savage and violent. I had thought the practice of necromancy beyond them. Obviously, we cannot allow them to continue their rituals, and certainly not on members of the Horde. Slay the Quillbor, and then they must learn the fatal error of their ways. Slay 7 Quillbor within the Quillbor Briar Patch.
Remember the day you met me.
We move, now. Those monsters have my daughter.
Shuja? I saw no sign of her. Perhaps she evaded capture.
One can hope. She rarely acts with such caution.
Okay.
Witness our power! Intruders! You will be our next sacrifice! Get to the outsiders! I return to the earth. More magic! Boss needs it!
Overseer. Okay, Overseer, can I defeat you?
Boss reward us with no sacrifice! Sacrifice for ritual.
Okay. 4 treasures. Okay, let's take some treasures.
You must be Warlord Brekka, Soldier's mother. She always said you'd save our hides.
We're not safe just yet. Where are the others?
No idea, but I got a way to find out.
Of course, you come to me for aid.
A fine job. The Quillboars seem to be keeping their distance. Perhaps they learned their lesson.
Shuralaran. Mithron Dawn Tracker. At your service.
Sure, got some guts. I respect that. I joined this expedition thinking I'd be an easy way to make a little profit, but now with all this necromancy and crazy ogres, can make a lot of profit.
Make it sleazy.
You're looking for Shoja Grimax, right? Gotta tell ya, she's kinda intense, always going on about using her own strength to get ahead. But you're in luck, cause I'm the one goblin who can help you with her and the rest of the expedition. Feast your eyes on this fancy device here. Stole it off a gnome, improved on it, and made it my own. I call it the Choppy Booster. MK5 used it to find Shuja and the others. Use the Choppy Booster MK5 to find Shuja Grimax.
I'll be seeing you later. This here's a tiny version of the Choppy Booster Mark V. Just let me enlarge it. Okay, might have overdone it a bit. Hold on. Perfect! It ain't pretty, but it gets the job done. Can you hear me, recruit? Looks like the camera's working like a charm.
If it has a camera, then why does someone need to be up there?
I need a backup plan, in case your recruit gets dropped like a rock. This thing still on? Hey, pal! You accepted all liability by agreeing to this.
Be quiet! I see something!
We will take your soul and raise the dragon from the dead.
Cowards! Soon you will face the full might of the Horde!
Ha! Our dragon will crush them. We have other rituals to oversee. Savor the final moments of your life.
They're bringing a dragon back from the dead? Is it too late for us to run?
We do not run when our people need us. Find us a way through all of those undead.
Hey, you say jump, I provide the rocket boots. How about a giant boar?
Whatever you do, make it quick. My daughter's life is at stake.
Time is money, friend.
Alright, time to bend some rules and make a giant boar.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I call this gadget the resizer. It's what I use to unshrink the Choppy Booster MK5. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I got a best passing understanding of how this thing works. That means I'm gonna be pushing a lot of buttons to see what happens. I'm sure we'll figure out how to upsize one of these boars. Then we'll use it to trample those undead goons. Hold the resize while I fiddle with it, then just press the button and hope for the best. Is the resize room 300 in board?
Take it sleazy. Well, I promised a giant boar. Now we just gotta deliver. Huh. That ain't right. Let's see. Just gotta... There! Try it now! Who needs a giant boar when we can do that? Here, try it again. Now that's what I'm talking about! Let's get back to Grimax.
Stay focused on our mission.
Situation. So the giant boar was a full surround, and you turned the device into weapon instead. Good work. Let's see if you can pull this off.
Don't let your guard down.
You need it? I got it.
The Reddetter. I got the perfect plan. You're gonna ride the choppy booster MK5 and blast those walking cadavers from the sky. I here dubbed the resizer the Reddetter. We're gonna show them where the undead belongs. Except for our undead, they are totally fine. Anyway, hop on the choppy booster MK5 and I'll pilot it. Once we see you shoot the Grim's axe, we'll blast our way to all the other survivors. Okay.
I'll be seeing you blow up those zombies. Remember that my proprietary invention made it happen. Remember that little talk we had about liability? It looks like that rig is about to explode.
Mother, I failed. Lord.
Hang on, Shuja! Recruit, with me! Lokar Ogar!
We must rescue the others.
Ogre. Let's check on Shuja.
Mother, I tried to stop the ogres on my own, but I failed. My strength was not enough.
Shuja, the Horde is strong, not when we fight alone, but when we stand united. Now, tell me what's happened here.
stranger. I failed the horde. I was not strong enough to stop this threat on my own.
Strength, as you command. The ogres are using necromancy to raise a dragon from the dead. They need sacrifices like us to fuel their magic. They're about to start a ritual that will... It's already begun. They're going to use the life force they've gathered to reanimate the dragon.
Then we must take action. Remember that when we band together, the Horde can conquer any challenge. We will bring an end to these rituals before the ogres can complete them. Lokar Ogar! These ogres will cower before the Horde.
Stock it up on supplies. Provision urging Hakim managed to recover some other supplies from the shipwreck. I want you to see if he has anything you could use before we move to stop these rituals. Okay.
Stay sharp. Danger surrounds us.
How you doing, man?
Horde tabards. Sell all junk items. What the hell is this? Junk. Okay, sell all junk items. Yes.
Spirits be with you, man.
Feet. I'll sell this. Price unequipped. Sell. Horde. Bracers. Okay, I'll sell all of these.
Be seeing ya.
Together, we can put an end to these rituals.
I hope you have what you need. Trop found this bag nearby and thought you might have use of it.
For the Horde!
I'm here to help.
While scouting the area, I saw an open portal near the bridge up the hill. That does not bode well for any of us. It seems like another warlock. Another warlock dabble in such affairs. Perhaps you could put your knowledge to good use to close that portal. Investigate the first expedition Warlock's corpse. Okay.
I am not fond of fell magic, but I trust that whatever you do is for the Horde.
For the Horde. Okay.
I wonder if this island will kill me. Again.
Lana Jordan, Warlord Grimmax wants us to search west of here for the site of the next ritual. I could use your help. I'm already died once. It's not an experience I'd care to repeat. Meet Lana Jordan west of the Horde camp.
Never a dull moment with... Let's see if we can find one of those rituals.
Okay.
A dark pit and darker magic. I think we found the ritual.
Shit.
Welcome to the party.
A giant pit filled with necrotic energy and spiders. I used to hate spiders. Now that I'm forsaken, I don't think they're all that bad. They'll still definitely kill you though.
Welcome to the party.
There's a whole lot of necrotic energy coming from this pit. I'm guessing rituals being performed down there, and that means a sacrifice. You hear that? I've got the best hearing around ever since I got this new ear sewn onto me. Okay. It sounds like there are some more of our soldiers trapped down there, probably all webbed up. Once and I will stay up here and help anyone who gets out. You should jump in and rescue anyone who is left down there. Rescue 5 times
I want... You're the only hope those survivors have left. No pressure.
And make sure you be stopping that ritual.
Okay. Great health stone. Great health. But it's already here. Great health stone. Okay.